You guys already know this is the main one tapping in all the way from H-Town, Houston, Texas. I'm here with my boy T.A.G.
T.A.G.
T.A.G, very nice, very evil.
Well, that's tag shit.
The only thing we're gonna do is take over, baby.
Free fall as I dive through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really.
What is, what it was, and what it do, Tag Nations? It's your soon-to-be favorite members of the IWC here with another edition of Tag Me In, aka TMI. And I am your disembodied voice of two times two belts ScooterRay, and that beautiful human being to the right of me, Jaeger Bombastic, so fantastic, the original Heartthrob, and of course Tag's mascot, Loki in the back.
Where's he at? Come here, boy. Where you at? Come here. No? You gonna be shy? Come here. All right, fine.
Oh, the one time he don't want to be on camera.
Right? No, he'll talk to us later. Look at him. He's gonna go mind his own business now.
Yeah.
All right, Loki.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got what I'm saying? We got plenty. There you go.
There you go. Now you're looking at it. Good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But yeah, man, we got some things to talk about, man, in this world of professional wrestling. And we're coming off of Survivor Series. And if you want to know our thoughts on that show, scan that little QR code right there.
Look at that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Scan that little QR code and boom. You know what I'm saying? It'll lead you right to the video.
I like that a lot. Good shit.
Yeah. But you know, a round of applause. You know, let's go ahead and start with some congratulations, because we got to give a round of applause to TNA, aka the zombie of professional wrestling. They just announced
cannot die.
It cannot die. So let's just so
yeah, give it up.
They just announced that they have a TV deal with AMC. No, not the movie theater, the channel AMC. And starting Thursday, January 15th of 2026, Thursday Night Impact will run from, well, our time, it'll be from 8 to 10. And I mean, let's give it up for Impact, because once again, they just
yeah, we ain't trying to see this guy up here.
No, I'm gonna take the QR code off his face.
My bad, man. I skipped the other guy up there, not this.
Yeah, the other guy. Yeah, the other guy. But, also, the other co-host who had just entered, Lip Deasley, you know, Mr. Tag himself, Mr. Predictions himself, and all the other monikers he can come up with.
Tag himself sounds sus, but I'll let that slide.
But yeah, Thursday Night Impact on AMC. Now, for those who watch wrestling and they are not into just one company, we officially have wrestling every night of the week except for Sunday.
No, that's reserved.
We have Monday Night Raw, Tuesday night NXT, Wednesday night Dynamite, Thursday night Impact on AMC, Friday night SmackDown, and Saturday night Collision.
Or you can call it TNA.
Yeah.
Thursday night TNA.
Now
TNA.
From the report, now, of course, there are some unfortunates to this news. According to the reports, when TNA goes to AMC, apparently the partnership between TNA and NXT is supposed to end.
Interesting.
So I guess that is the quote unquote downside to the partnership of TNA going to Impact. But other than that, once again, congrats to the zombie of professional wrestling. Because my goodness, that company will not die.
It sure as hell will not.
You done? I'm here. Look, you see them. You go see them.
But yeah, I am moving right along. Now,
you know, hold on. So
go ahead.
All right, just so I iron out some things here. Partnership supposedly going to end. So, how's this working with like cross promotion? Or like, I'm assuming you would wrap up the storylines by then, but you only have about a month and a half to do so.
Yeah.
Like, that's unfortunate. But I mean, hopefully they renew something. But maybe they're just keeping that part under wraps. We'll see.
Maybe so. I mean, because as of right now, all the TNA belts are on TNA, and of course, all the NXT belts are on NXT. So, you know, the only person who is showing up is Leon Slater because he is going to be a part of the men's Iron Survivor match on Deadline. But for the most part, and I know a bunch of NXT people are going to be a part of TNA's next pay-per-view. But as far as title mingling, with Lei Ying Lee getting the Knockouts Championship back, TNA has all of their titles back.
That's what's up.
So yeah,
good for them. All right.
But other than that, yeah, it does, you know, suck because I do enjoy that partnership, but you know, we shall see. Like you said, maybe something that they keep it under wraps within things, and then you know, we'll see. And you know, I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be one of them things too that they're probably gonna let TNA cook for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And then probably try to, you know,
see how they act
do
on the
something
network.
again. Yeah, because you know it's been a while.
A little bit.
You know, Spike TV. So it's been a minute. You know, just the idea of me saying Spike TV sounded crazy. You know, so
right. Just had a flashback to the show Stripperella. You said Spike TV, man. That's the immediate.
You're right.
Man. It was a Marvel show, wasn't it?
It was I think it was.
Yeah.
Or it was loosely Marvel because I know Stan Lee had a hand in it, so I think it was maybe loose Marvel.
Okay.
Also, more congratulations are another. God, it's a horrible picture. But Naomi did announce that her and Jimmy Uso are having a baby boy. You know, so more applause. I'm gonna get that terrible picture out of there, but more applause there. You know,
it's on about 20 years that kid's gonna be a champ.
Yep. Championship status. But all right, so Friday night on SmackDown, we will have our finals to the Time Is Now tournament. And this past Raw, we had Jay Uso taking on LA Knight. And as you can see, LA Knight got the dub. And we had Solo Sikoa taking on Gunther. And as you can see, Gunther had the dub. Now that Solo and Gunther match was actually pretty damn good.
It was fantastic.
It was actually a pretty damn good match. Like, I wish they stopped.
I was on fast forward. And I had to slow that shit down. But continue, please. No, I was just saying I was on fast forward, like trying to get through the show. But when that match popped up, I was like, "Oh, wait a minute!" And started it all over, and I was like, "Regular speed, let's go." But continue, sir.
I wish they would stop the start and stop with Solo. It's like when Solo really started cooking, they do some weird shit that just halts him. Like, let Solo cook at this point. Like, yeah. But Friday night on SmackDown, LA Knight, Gunther to determine who will take on John Cena at the main event of Saturday night's main event. And those who know, that is John Cena's last match. And he was on Jimmy Kimmel, and he doubled down by saying he is done with professional wrestling after this match. Like, he's done.
Damn.
Well, you know,
unless you know, one of them Saudi checks is probably too good to pass up. But you know,
I'm about to say I'm waiting for the Astros to be like in the United States.
you know, maybe one of them Saudi checks may have him kind of be like, well,
One last time.
For the
now,
last time.
Now, before we move on, Dizzle, you were pretty critical of this tournament. How are you feeling about the last two and the potential winner and all of this stuff?
This tournament can be redeemed if they do the right thing. The finals don't look bad because I think if they do it right, the matchup holds a two-prong benefit, because if they let LeKnight go over on both Gunther and Cena, one, you get a bang out match between LeKnight and Gunther, which establishes LeKnight, but then you have him retire Cena, which puts him on the map as the new face of the WWE, which is what a lot of people want anyway, which would instantly slot him in to the world championship scene significantly. So with that, I
don't know why I have this habit of raising my hand like this, but I want to let you get your piece off. But I do have something I want to add to that. But continue.
I think it's really just a matter of where you slot him as far as the world championship picture. Because I mean, do you slot him in the circle where Cody and Roman reside, or do you put him in the unpredictable square that basically everybody in Raw resides right now? So that's the question that I have on that one. But other than that, I think, Gunther doesn't need it. He already retired Goldberg, which did everybody a favor, but he doesn't have to retire Cena because he's already been a champ. He's already been established. Gunther is a undoubtedly point slotted main eventer, so we won't have to worry about that. LeKnight is the one that needs it immensely the most. So yeah,
even John Cena's dad. Yeah, even John Cena's dad said that he don't think Gunther should win.
Yeah, doesn't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, and now if this was years ago, maybe I'd say Intercontinental Championship Gunther would be the one to go ahead and get that rub. But that Intercontinental Championship run is the one that basically put him on the map for everybody. But LeKnight ain't had that same fortune. So give it to him.
What you had to add, Jaeger?
As much as I do want it to be LeKnight to not only beat Gunther and go over against Cena and potentially become like a new face of the company. I mean, shit, he's already on the trucks. But how old also is LeKnight?
I believe
I think he's like 40. I say there's like 42, 43. But give me 1 second.
So he's not far behind Cena.
No.
Nah.
You see,
LeKnight is 43.
Okay.
I mean, he can hold a spot for a few years. That's not a bad age. The only other way I see all this making a lot of sense, as far as
John Cena's 48
plays out. Let's see it like this. Jey Uso just lost and had his whole little crash out moment about, man, maybe the belts don't look good on me. The way I see it working is that Jey Uso is going to do something to prevent Gunther from winning. And when we get LeKnight versus Cena, and I would love it to be a knockdown drag out match to where you cannot deny LeKnight's victory on this. No, he worked his ass off for that or something.
Yeah.
Give it the full 30 minutes or 25 minutes that it will probably deserve. Don't make it some kind of a squash. And I mean, I think the only way you can cement it is if you have Cena just shake his hand or raise his arm. But don't oversell it, obviously.
Yeah.
Well,
You're absolutely
thing
right,
with,
though. Gunther doesn't need the bump at all.
well, to also to piggyback off of that, I mean, we also have unresolved shit with Cena and LaKnight, because when you think back, was it 2 years? I think it was 2 years ago, where you had the situation where Cena came back on SmackDown, and you had them against the Bloodline, and that never got really resolved. So
That's
I mean,
true.
not saying that it needs resolution for that instance, but I think we're owed a Cena versus LaKnight anyway.
I think you're right. I think you're
I'm
definitely
not
right.
mad at that.
Especially looking back on that. Yeah. Now,
Give it to me, WWE.
just give us the LaKnight, the John Cena night, whatever.
Right.
What was this next thing you got, Scoot?
All right. So speaking of another tournament, there was another semifinals match on AEW Dynamite between the Timeless Love Bombs taking on the Mega Problems in a holiday death match. And per that,
I do
at
like that
Winter is
theme.
Coming. Which one, Mega Problems or Timeless Love Bombs?
I mean, yes. But in this case, I'm talking about Mega Problems is a good name to debut them on. I like.
But at Winter is Coming, the finals are set. The Babes of Wrath are taking on the Timeless Love Bombs to crown the first AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. Gentlemen, how y'all feeling about the finals?
It's interesting to go.
I'm happy that they're finally happening. Why not at the pay-per-view? I mean, look, this was coming back to what we last talked about on how we do need to make these AEW specials special again. So I do appreciate them doing this. But I would have been just as happy if this tournament ended at the last pay-per-view.
Okay. Dizzle?
Face versus face. It's always been an interesting concept especially when it comes to a championship or a big match feel.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because I always harken back to Michaels and Brett in the Iron Man match at Mania, because they were both faces at the time, and just to set up that rivalry, how tensions rose throughout that match. So it's weird with these two teams, because you have the bubbly Babes of Wrath to an extent, like they can get down with the get down, but and then you have the uber eccentric Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa. So it's a weird dynamic to set this up, because I mean, now granted, it could easily get combustible and the tensions can rise in this, but I almost halfway expected there to be a face heel final, but I'm not mad at this.
Yeah,
and I do think we get Babes of Wrath going over on Storm and Shirakawa.
I think so too.
50-50 on it as of right now.
I'm more 60-40. I'm 60-40 with Babes of Wrath beating Timeless Love Bombs.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it almost it was a nice segue to go from the John Cena stuff to this, because we just talked about LaKnight needing it more, and I think Babes of Wrath going over Tony Storm in this instance would put them over heavily. So
absolutely. And yeah, you could argue that these two need it more, especially you're gonna get seats and asses for Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa, I think, at any event. So Babes of Wrath showing off that they can hold the belt for a minute. It's gonna be nice.
Yes, and Harley Cameron, I think with what she's been doing, I think she's deserved of somebody's gold at this point.
Actually, yeah,
I definitely agree.
Been through a shitload of development.
She's in the same position as Maxine Dupree.
Yes, but I was right about to say that.
Yeah, but I think her character work is 100 times better than a Maxine Dupree.
Well,
She had a
that's
lot more
because
personality.
well, it ain't even so much a lot more personality. The problem is that the one thing that AEW does better than WWE is when AEW wants you to believe in somebody, guess what they do? Put them on fucking TV so you can believe in them.
Yep, you are absolutely correct.
They let them cut a fucking promo. They let them show up.
It's something. It's something.
Unlike what they're letting fucking Stephanie Vaquer do right now. Anyways.
But yeah, so they at least put them on fucking TV.
No, I'm
Before
legitimately annoyed about that part though. Like, what are we like slow? Look, like Juggs said, and like I'm pretty convinced to the theory now is that we're more than likely gonna get Liv at Mania, like whether that be through Rumble or whatever have you, and probably against Stephanie Vaquer. Let that woman cut a promo in the ring, in the backstage, something. Don't have Liv just like walk up on her like she still doesn't know how to speak English or something. Like, what is this shit?
I think that might be the issue though. Because
she's still not too fluent.
Her English is good. Like she's gotten better, but I don't think that she's confident in speaking English as far as like her promos go, which makes sense because even when if you watch the interview that she did with Chris Van Vliet, she still was communicating well in English, but I think when it comes to like being on live TV for WWE in front of everybody trying to create an impassioned promo, it's hard to take the emotion in a language that's not necessarily your primary and then be able to feed that same emotion in a secondary language. So I think that might be the issue because I mean you can see it the same way with Asuka and Kairi Sane because anytime.
Damn it! I was right about to say them. Yeah.
They you'll get them talking in English, but the moment that they get animated, they automatically switch to Japanese.
Yep.
Yes.
So
I was about to say, like, even when Asuka was like first showing up in WWE and NXT, she was pretty much solo Japanese. But she had all that personality to animate and express what she was fucking talking about, and people loved that shit. If Stephanie, it's part of her character to be like this dark, like foreboding figure with a figure, but like, come on, let her develop some intimidation on the mic. Let her develop some personality to like communicate effectively. Like.
Yeah,
there's other ways that you can give her the exposure, you know.
Here's the perfect example. EO. I don't know if y'all remember because I believe it was last month. It was when damn, which one was it? It was
when they were going back and forth saying buck.
No, not that. It was between her and Rhea. They had a promo on Raw, and it seemed very soap opera-ish. And it was to me, it was like kind of cringy because I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this.
It was when she was was it the promo when she was like, Rhea, I love you, but Asuka and Kairi, they're my family. Yeah,
yes, that exact one.
That was bad. Yeah, that was a little bad.
So and now EO is communicating in 100% English in all of her promos now.
Yes.
But we get moments like that. Where it's like, yeah, cool, but yeah, I don't know. And I think with WWE, I don't, and I'm not blaming them because I think they're making the right decision. I don't think they want to mess with the mystique of Stephanie Vaquer because when she's in ring, she is on fucking 10, and she has
100%.
so much more appeal. So when I don't think they want to damage, I don't think they want to damage her whole aesthetic when it comes to that, because EO's already surefire established completely, and she has Rhea to have that backing. Stephanie doesn't have anybody that can have that backing because it damn sure wasn't Nikki Bella, and I'm glad that shit is out the fucking window.
Over.
Yo, she left quick. I thought she was gonna stick around.
I
mean,
think
she still might
come back.
She still might be there, but she may probably go for the Intercontinental title now.
Yeah,
Okay.
that I mean, especially if she is, because I mean she's freshly healed. That's gonna be the next best thing. 'Cause I think between her and Natty, that's gonna be. Oh man, I can't wait for Natty to actually.
I am so
Yo.
mad that they keep making this low key legend gimmick everywhere else but in WWE.
Did you see her work in GCW?
I saw a little bit in GCW and I saw what she was doing in AAA.
Oh,
Dude, she's been putting in all the different work, man.
Look, if they, because I think that's what they're doing. I think they're bringing that her persona from GCW over to WWE. If they do that, I'm gonna be up in here lobbying like I did for Drew McIntyre for Natty.
Look, and I'm probably gonna be on the same boat with you.
Because there was no way that you can deny that shit on WWE if they bring that there. So, but to the Stephanie Vicaire shit, yeah, I think that might be the issue. But the thing with her is the difference between her and Andrade when it comes to the English and shit like that. Because at least with her, she's absolutely doing her best to try to get the language down to where it's second nature for her, especially going on interviews and speaking in English, trying her best to do certain promos in English. But for the most part, yeah, I think it's just WWE like buying time for her to get it down.
I think so too.
Okay, that makes sense too. That does make sense.
All right,
I don't know, man.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Am I in a small minority where I believe that like accents are hot? Like what?
No, accents are absolutely hot. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not at all. You are 1,000% correct.
Anyway, continue.
But well, let's go from one tournament to another tournament. Currently, right now, we have the Continental Classic going on in AEW. These are your 12 participants. And the official thing is Okada is only putting up the Continental Championship.
Yeah.
So if he loses, he will only lose the Continental Championship. He will still be international champion. But if he wins if he keeps the belt, he will still be known as unified champion.
Yes. Hold on. Uncle Callus, Uncle Donnie there. Laid it out
Uncle
perfectly.
Donnie, he laid it out. That was that was last week. He laid it out.
This man's a double champion. Why should he put up both belts?
Hold on. No.
Go ahead.
And look, in other situations, I'd be like, hell yeah, they made it fit the fucking story. No, absolutely fucking not, because they had a match. You literally had the unified champion. Oh, just not knowing what the fuck words mean.
Wait, unified. Do you not remember there was a third belt for just when they were unified? No. That's only for the time period when they are unified, though. No.
Yes. This is the same bullshit.
That's literally when Roman Reigns that belt was about.
Universal and the WWE Championship, and then he got that big gold motherfucker for the Undisputed Championship, and he was carrying all three belts around. But eventually, this motherfucker started carrying one belt. Why?
This was what we were joking about.
Unified. No, it's fine. No, I'm with you. But this shit is fucking stupid. Why? Because the separation doesn't exist. It's one time.
I'm about to say that's the issue. You can't say unified champion, but then still at any whim you can separate the two belts. Because that's what he was saying with Roman Reigns. It wasn't like Roman separated both belts.
Yeah, so
but
it's
unified, but that means the international and continental should never exist anymore. It should be just now the unified championship. But
absolutely,
they told us the night of that championship when they debuted that third
That
belt.
is true. That is true.
Are you serious? They said that?
Yeah.
They said that you will have the Continental Championship and then this championship.
Yeah, they did tell us that.
Together will be the unified, and the champion, the belt holder, will have the option of wearing the belts in whatever fucking combination he wants.
Yeah, they did.
my brain auto-translated nonsensical bullshit because I didn't hear any of that. So that means that
so Jaeger is right. Yeah.
No, wait, yeah, he's right. But then that means that the culmination of the unified belt itself is null and void, which means that that's the belt that should not exist.
Because so there's not going to be a unified belt anymore.
Okay.
No.
If he wins, it's still unified. If he loses,
wait. No, both of y'all are correct. The issue is they had to make this unified championship because International Continental.
That sounds
they would have been the Intercontinental champion.
Wait, all right. Okay, you know what? Because clearly we're here now. So let's just say this. So here's the thing. So if somebody other than Okada wins this fucking tournament and they win that fucking Continental belt, right?
Yes.
Okada will still be international.
So then
Okada will still be international.
Will be snapped out of existence, right?
Yes. Until somebody holds them both again.
Until somebody else holds both.
This is not the stupidest bullshit.
No. Honestly, I would have preferred they did this with Roman because what happened to that third belt? Is it snapped out of existence forever?
No. Cody has it. Cody has that belt. The other two belts.
One belt Cody has is supposed to be for both brands.
The WWE and the Universal. But since Roman unified them again? But no, this is the thing. Since Roman unified them, that now Raw has the World Heavyweight Championship while Cody still is undisputed. Cody's belt title is undisputed. Yeah.
There's your difference. They solidified and made that belt permanent while this one was specifically told that this was going to be a temporary belt.
As long as somebody is champ. As long as somebody holds both of those titles, yes.
Belts, then that belt exists. If you don't have both, then that belt does not exist.
You know what this shit reminds me of? This reminds me of the fucking recess play where you got a whole bunch of kids playing superheroes and everybody picked their power a long fucking time ago and everybody's out here and you got the one kid that has firepower and all of a sudden they're like, oh bam, you're dead. It's like, no, my fire reincarnates me because I also had the other elements that made me live forever. It's like, bitch, no, you had firepower.
Bro, understanding the rules of this belt is like understanding the rules of some Magic cards. You just gotta read, man. It's okay.
No,
you're gonna be all right.
And you know what? I came to the conclusion that this is nonsensical bullshit that should not exist.
What? You already admitted that you tuned out when they were giving you the rules of the belt.
Yeah, because it was so fucking stupid. I'm saying I read what y'all fed me. Y'all fed me what they said. Right?
Let me hit you.
This shit is stupid.
Oh wait.
It's
hold on. Let me give you. Hold on. I'm getting it ready. Hold on. Let me do this.
Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me full screen this right quick.
Yeah, that's like your opinion, man.
What the
Bro, it wasn't hard if you were paying attention. That's what I'm telling you.
But
you know what? That's why I still remember it after 2 weeks.
But see, I think so. I think what's happening, Jaeger. I think the part you're missing out what Dizzle is coming from is why, in essence, create a unified championship if he's still both. Like he's still continental, he's still international.
He's
so
not
why make a
if he loses one?
No. Like as of right now, Okada is champ.
Yeah, so
he's technically champ.
So you already have.
Why create a? Yeah. So why create a? Okay. So Okada is champ. Yes. So since he's still champ, why in essence say the titles are unified, but when the Continental Classic happens, you now ununify them?
It's not that. No, guys.
No.
No. Here. I'll explain this.
Wait, by that logic, I need to go ahead and create a belt for Scoot because he's champ, and he needs a third belt to signify that he's champ.
Hi,
with
I'm trying to explain something to you, sir.
No, good.
So, as of right now, as of this taping, as of the tournament still going, all of that.
Yes.
Okada is champ, right?
Yes.
He's got both championships, international and continental.
Correct.
So in this present state, the champ belt exists for Okada because he is champion on both belts.
Correct.
Cool. I'm glad we all understand that. Now, at the end of this tournament, if Okada is to lose this tournament, he will have to drop, what was it, the Continental?
Yes.
Yeah, Continental belt. He would have to drop the Continental belt to whoever wins the tournament.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
At that point, and no point before, is there a split belt? You understand what I'm saying?
So,
okay. That champ.
What you're saying? We're talking about the
what you're
third
saying
belt.
is that the point you're missing what we're saying. Why, when Kenny and Okada had that match, why would you introduce a third title if they were still two separate belts in the first place?
It's not a third title. It's one belt to signify both.
Dizzle just brought up a good point with the Roman Reigns thing. When Roman Reigns was champ, they never challenged Roman for either or a title. It was, hey, if you beat Roman, you become champ or undisputed champ.
Those were the rules for a WWE championship. Not
I'm just saying, it's still
Two
I get what you're saying.
Handled them the same way. Or did
I get what you're saying, but the idea is, okay, you know what it was? It was kind of like when Judgment Day. Remember how Judgment Day were champs? But then when they had that ladder match, they separated the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships. But see, in this case, you introduced a unified championship because that's the key word in this statement, unified.
Because you're unifying both championships, which means that both of those championships cease to exist because they exist in that one championship, which means that anything that has to do with the Continental Classic, anything that has to do with the international belt, all resides in that one title. There is no split because you've unified the title.
This is where we keep going in circles,
but technically the Continental Classic should be for the unified championship, not for just one, because you use the word unified. Yeah, you use the word unified.
At no point did AEW, Tony Khan,
we get that. We get that.
Tell y'all that those
we
belts
get that part.
cease to exist.
No, we get that part. That's not the part.
I know, but like,
we're just saying if you look outside of that logic, it sounds stupid.
Correct. That's what we're saying. We get like what they're saying.
You want to compare a green apple to a red apple. You're comparing how WWE handled this to how AEW.
No. It's not even a WWE AEW thing. It's just literally it's just a wrestling thing because again,
it's a wrestling thing.
The word unified, which means because we're okay. So why are we saying unified? And then
because right now it's unified.
I see what you're saying. Yes. But the problem is
because they wanted to put asses and seats for Kenny Omega versus Okada again.
And that's fine. So then why not just be champ with two separate belts and defend them separately? Because if that's
this
the case,
is what he's doing.
Okay, exactly. So then why is there a need for that third title if you're not treating them
for when you as an individual are ever holding both?
Okay. So no. Okay. With that logic you're saying,
I see what he's saying there.
Okay, so with that logic you're saying, does that means Bandito should have a third title? Does Samoa Joe should have a third title? Bandito
For
was
what?
always champion.
Was there a tournament to unify
I
these
forgot.
belts? Was there? Did
There was
Joe
no tournament to
say
unify.
we're gonna unify the AEW and the trio belts?
because we're stating that the logic behind that would mean that any champ that has 2 belts would then be a unified champ if that's the case, if they're going to defend them separately like that, which means that
Do we forget the term multi-champ exists?
No, and that's fine, and that's fine.
Okay, that's what we saying with Okada should be.
Yes, but the problem is they literally said the unified champ. So if that's the case, then why not any person that has 2 belts? Hell, Mercedes, where's her? What she has 12 now? Where's her 13th belt to signify that she has all 13 belts?
Hey, pitch that to her as an idea. Tell her what you're going to. Tell her Joe should use that shoot.
You're going off the fact that because they stated it, that's just what it is. That's fine if they said that. I'm just talking about the logic behind it, because the logic behind it would state that any
if we're talking about the more logic,
No, I mean, no. I understand your logic and the gripe on it, but at the same time, they did spell it out for y'all.
That's fine.
They told you what these belts
We're not
meant.
disputing that. We're not
disputing what AEW told us. We're just saying if you step outside the bubble of the word unified and everything it means, this doesn't make sense.
Correct.
It doesn't make sense because you're saying you're unifying the Intercontinental and Continental, but once there has never been a time in wrestling that when a title is unified, it could just be ununified at any given time.
And then unified back again.
And then
unified back again. AEW are innovators.
I knew you were about to say that.
Sure. if that's the way you want to go about it, if that's the way you see it, then sure.
All I'm trying to say is it looks like they're redefining what unified can mean. Literally innovating.
You can't redefine a word that has a meaning.
Okay. Hold on, Scoot. I'm gonna
look. They're giving you they're telling you a belt can be unified temporarily. They're not saying that these belts are going to cease to exist. They're saying, hey, in this occasion, for these 2 singles titles, not one singles title and a tag title, not multiple across 12 different fucking companies. No, for our 2 in-house singles titles, if you ever so happen to hold both, this is the belt to signify that.
This is gonna be
okay. I mean,
this has got to be the weirdest fucking debate.
It has to be, but you know what? This is what we'll do.
It's one of the weirdest for sure.
This what we'll do. This is the tournament so far. Hold on, let me remove that. This is the tournament going so far.
Yes.
You have your gold league and you have your blue league. And I know it's a little small, but I know they said with Darby, they have to check up on Darby because after his match with Kevin Knight, he was hospitalized. Yeah. But now the graphics aren't the best because AEW don't be stingy with their graphics. But as you can see,
honestly, I like the way they set up this bracket for the belt.
So Okada lost to Kyle Fletcher, but he beat Pac.
Yes.
Speedball has only lost to Pac. Kyle Fletcher has beat Okada and he's beaten Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight has lost to Kyle Fletcher but beat Darby Allin. Pac has lost to Okada but beat Speedball. And so far, Darby has lost to Kevin Knight. So as you can see right now, the leader in the Gold League is Kyle Fletcher.
Which seems about right.
Yeah.
As of right now, yeah.
Now moving over to that Blue League, John Moxley sits at 3 points because he lost to Claudio last night, but beat Mascara Dorada. Claudio has a win over Moxley and Orange Cassidy. Takesha has a dub over Roddy Strong. Roddy Strong has a loss to Takesha. Dorada lost to Moxley, and Cassidy lost to Claudio. Now, they did say, just like last year, the semifinals and finals will take place at World's End. So that will go down.
Semifinals and finals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The semifinals and finals will go down at World's End. Also, too, last night, they reintroduced the Dynamite Diamond Ring again. So they said on Wednesday, December 17th, they will do the whole battle royal, and then of course, the final 2 men will have the one-on-one for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Now, they did not mention anything about MJF,
Oh, he'll
which
be
I think is interesting. But
because
the one thing that they did, right? But the one thing they did mention, whoever wins the Dynamite Diamond Ring gets a title shot January 14th on Maximum Carnage.
Oh, on Maximum Carnage.
It's called. Wait. Whoa, that's a little on the nose, bud.
Yeah, Maximum Carnage.
No, that's the
Maxwell
that's
Jacob Friedman.
That's their house show. I'm not a house show. That's their. I think they did one this year. They did a Maximum Carnage episode. But yeah,
Did they have a Maximum Carnage last year?
No, this year. It was like earlier this year.
Oh, 25. My bad.
Yeah. So the winner of the Dynamite
okay.
Diamond Ring will get a title shot January 14th at Maximum Carnage. So most likely, like Dizzle just kind of said, most likely it'll probably be Maxwell Jacob Friedman. But we shall see how that goes.
I'm invested in this shit now.
You're gonna do what now?
Plastic. Well, I'm invested with this unified shit. So I want to see if you're right. I want to see if AEW is gonna really just stick to this shit, because I'm invested in this shit now, because I want to be able to come back and revisit this conversation. Because
on which part?
On everything, on all of it, because I want to see if AEW is gonna fully commit to this shit, and then it's gonna become a fucking thing. Because I look forward, because I want to be able to see, you know what, Jaeger? We had some pushback, but the stupid logic panned out for AEW, and you were right. But if it's not,
if it's look, all I'm gonna say is if it works out in a way that it's for the Continental Classic and the Unified Belt, if it works out in a way to where I don't need to see this like every year where somebody's trying to unify both, but I would like to see it every now and then. Like, give me every other year, give me like somebody who's on a hot streak with it for a while. Like, but I don't need this belt to fade into obscurity if Okada doesn't win this tournament. Like, if I
also too, when the last time Okada defended the international championship?
Never.
No, and exactly. So that's why I'm pretty sure that he's going to lose the Continental belt here, and then he can start actually defending the international title.
I can see that.
That's why I'm like not exactly mad at the belt split either.
No, I'm not mad at the belt split. I'm just mad at the third belt.
And I get that. And I would be complaining just as much as y'all if they didn't tell us like all this shit already, that this can be a thing. This is an option. This doesn't mean that these belts are going bye-bye, you know? Yeah. If they didn't tell us any of that, I would have been right there with y'all. Like, this is fucking dumb.
No, if I would have heard it, I still would have said this is fucking dumb. But
that's
my brain filtered that shit all, because I don't recall any of
I'm saying I remember they so they said it right when Kenny and Okada had the match.
Yeah,
like it was kind of like Excalibur just kind of ran through it. So it wasn't like it was like a, we knew this
like
in advance.
Here's the rules of the match like right before our guys come out.
So that's
and then that's when at the press conference Tony Khan had said anytime the Unified Championship will be defended, it'll be on Continental rules because Don Callis kept interfering.
Damn, I must be the only one that just really am on it, because I've heard literally nobody else say how stupid that shit is. So I'm just sitting on the island by myself. So
because you know what it is. No. To be perfectly honest with you, we were so happy at because you got to think, if either man would have won it, we would have been happy. So since Okada won it, and he's been doing such just great work with the Uncle Callis family, nobody really paid attention. And now that it's brought to our attention with the Continental Classic, then it's like, wait, what? So all
right.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
So like now everything's like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. I didn't came
like,
down.
Wait a minute.
I had post nut clarity, and now Suit's starting to really just wait.
Did you just?
Yes,
Yeah,
post nut clarity.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know
It's-
you shot your load when you saw Kenny and Okada fight like that.
No. You metaphoring that shit, but hey, I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
sure I am.
hey, whenever Okada says, "Bitch," you know, sometimes it just does something to you. Nipples get hard and shit.
Bro, you just go like, ooh. Say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
That y'all sounded like the damn hyenas in Lion King.
Exactly. That's exactly how I say.
All right, so I'm bringing this graphic up because we've been hearing two conflicting stories this week. So before Survivor Series, somebody from ESPN say they are pretty happy, they are pretty ecstatic about, you know, the partnership between ESPN and WWE. But Freddie Prinze Jr. was on his podcast and said he got a homeboy that works for Disney, and pretty much Disney is kind of pissed about this partnership that WWE ain't bringing in the dollars. You know, that pretty much as much money as they spent on this partnership, it better work out in the end.
They're saying Disney saying this?
Yeah, well, you know, Disney owns ESPN.
Right.
Well,
so
I'm just trying to wonder what they're tripping about.
Okay.
So
hold on. I'm a read you the exact quote right quick.
Like kicked off buying shit because it's been shifting all over the fucking place.
Okay, hold on. ESPN, by the way, is so unhappy with the deal. I was talking to a friend of mine who works for Disney, and he was just like, "Yo, they better make their money back on this deal." He said that they're hot right now. That's what Freddie Prinze was saying about that. That apparently,
Okay.
So,
so I was about to say it was 50-50 as far as information goes, but as soon as you said Freddie Prinze Jr., I was like, I'm 100% agreeing with whatever he said as being accurate.
I kind of am too.
There's no doubt in my mind that what he's saying is factual. I'd put if I had $1 million, I'd put $1 million on that being like absolutely correct.
Freddie also has like no reason to lie to us.
Well, so he's worked with WWE before.
Yes, he was.
He also
right
does Star Wars stuff with Disney. So he got friends in all places at this point. So anything that he would get from somebody, especially in confidential, I'd say is factual, and I believe it based on the moves that WWE has been making since the TKO merger, because especially with this ESPN move, like you basically have a whole bunch of people going from not paying much of anything for the PLEs to having to shell out, you know, between $30 and $50 based on what you have, either if you're paying for ESPN Plus or if you're just paying for it outright. So with that, along with the raise in ticket prices for live shows and PLE events in whatever city somebody's in, as well as the discourse between the WrestleMania stuff, I would imagine that the PR for WWE right now is not good, because it would have affected their pockets. Because if they spent a whole lot of money on WWE as far as the merger goes, you're getting all of these sponsors, and nobody's taken to any of this. Yeah, I'd say a lot of people aren't happy with what's going on. So 100%, 100% that,
I mean, yeah, they've been whoring themselves out to whomever's willing to give them the money. But the issue is, right, if ESPN from jump would have been like, hey, we got the full library, we have everything, maybe some people would have considered it. But the biggest issue is you're paying $30.
They still don't have the library.
Nope, they don't.
No, it's still on Peacock.
You're paying And apparently it's supposed to leave Peacock, I think, at the start of the year, but we don't know where it's going yet.
You know what?
I guess it's going to
put me in the
ESPN.
camera. Put me up here real quick.
All right, hold on. Let me.
Ladies and gentlemen of the IWC, I rarely agree with the higher ups at WWE, but I believe it was one Stephanie McMahon recently that said, just buy a fucking VPN because this is some bullshit they got Americans on. Everybody else in the world is what? Yeah, she straight up said buy a VPN.
Yeah. It was on her podcast, I think, either right before WrestlePalooza or right after.
I think it was before the AJ. It was definitely before the AJ one, but yeah.
She said she made a mention about getting a VPN.
But apparently she really pissed off ESPN for that too. Or Disney and ESPN. But yeah, she called it out right on that podcast. Like, it's Netflix everywhere else in the world. It's just here that they're like trying to nickel and dime us for every show.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, thank you, Stephanie, for outing that much.
Pretty much. But yeah, so I guess we will see where this deal goes in the future and see how it plays out. But at the same time, too, they made such a drastic move to ESPN, but the idea is you're trusting your wrestling fans to be sports fans too, because at least when you left the network, you still had Peacock, so you still had the idea of, oh, let me watch The Office, or let me watch whatever movie, let me watch this. At least now with Raw,
you're more of an entertainment fan than a sports fan.
Because now, even with Raw being on Netflix houses Stranger Things. They house all of these shows and movies. So at least you have more, and not to quote, Matt and Nick, bang for your buck at this point. So with ESPN, if you don't watch basketball, football, or hell, if you don't watch ESPN, period, $30 to watch a show once a month is crazy.
Indeed.
And that's the crazy thing, because I had when Survivor Series was on, I had to double check because I went to use my ESPN Plus, and apparently you have to have a different subscription for it, because I pay close to $30 for Hulu with my Disney Plus bundle, which does have ESPN. But in order for me to have ESPN Plus, my shit would go up to $89 a month.
Off of that month?
Shit. Damn.
I think I'm paying 16. No, whatever the fuck the Hulu and Disney Plus only was.
Yeah.
It's like 16 a month or some shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
but I'm only paying for that because other people are hooking me up with other streaming services.
Yeah.
But
so it's a wonder not to just go ahead and just use a VPN. So
yeah. No point not to it. This is silly.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And Nick Khan being like, "Oh yeah, I believe that they'll pay for it. Yeah, we got fans."
Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
It's like, what the
before we get on to NXT Deadline, I am bringing this up because WWE is now trying to play a who's the mystery assailant, and they literally, somebody at the WWE.com and Pat McAfee show contributor Mark Cobley, everybody say his name, Cobley, they really made a list of who are the suspects, ranks from most likely to least likely. Number 1 on the list, Randy Orton. Number 2 on the list.
I feel vindicated.
Number 2 on the list, Austin Theory. Number 3, Seth Rollins. 4, John Cena. 5, LA Knight. 6, Becky Lynch. 7, Sami Zayn. And 8, AJ Styles. Those are the top 8 suspects that they have on Al Gore's internet of who would be the man who attacked CM Punk
on Al Gore's internet.
On Al Gore's internet.
Now, I'm glad you brought this up because there was something that I saw and I screenshotted it over the weekend because somebody, and I'm going to give credit because it's from I'm Justina XOXO on Threads. I just came across it, but it says, and I'm going to read verbatim. Fans say it's Austin Theory, but I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't hate if the mystery man was Montez Ford. If
Same
it
here.
is, they better have huge plans for him and not the Kofi Kingston type run. So when that was typed, I was like, it didn't click, and I was like, huh. I wouldn't be mad at that, but
so this is the problem. This is the problem, right? So you know why people are having discourse between Austin Theory and Montez Ford, right?
Why?
Okay.
Oh, I heard that there was some drama. I can't remember why though.
No. The discord is they looking at the ass. They're looking at the cheeks. They're trying to match the cheeks of, is this Austin Theory's cheeks or is this Montez's cheeks? I'm telling you, that's literally what the internet has been trying to decipher who the assailant is by looking at the cheeks. Most of everything that I've been seeing on the internet, people been like, I don't know. That could be Theory's ass or that could be Montez's ass, but they have been looking at the cheeks. They have been looking at the cheeks.
Is on some goon time right now.
Shout outs to Before the Bell podcast, because even they brought it up on Before the Bell podcast that they are trying that the IWC as a whole have been trying to play match the cheeks to see which wrestler this is.
Stop saying things like that.
This is some goonette shit right here.
Goon and goonette. I'm not even gonna limit it.
This been men and women. Yeah.
So goon
and goonette. It's goons and goonettes in this one, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they've been trying to match the cheeks.
That's hilarious. You know what? Thank you, Scoot. I find that hilarious.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, look, it's been funny.
Yeah.
Wait. Lip, are you telling me that in no world you would want to be recognizable by your ass?
I mean, I got a pretty nice ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, but
so you're telling me. So you're trying to tell me that none of us could pick your ass out of a lineup?
No, I'm saying that my eyes are in the front and up here. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you.
Hey man, I'm just saying, if the peach is looking juicy, you know, you just
RP Teddy Ray, but you know what I'm saying, being double caked up on a Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Well, in that case, double caked up. Well, in the case of Survivor Series, they was double caked up on a Saturday, so you know what I'm saying?
Sure, man. I know how to feel about that whole situation because I'm not gonna entertain it. But I would.
You see, so it sounds like nobody's commented on your ass to where you've been made uncomfortable before.
No, it's happened. I just choose not to talk about it because now we're at a point in time where it is primarily, you know, available to one person, and that's how it's gonna stay. You know, this ain't.
I'm gonna spit this water all on my microphone.
This ain't public ass. This ain't street ass. This ain't community ass.
Hold on a second now. We didn't say it was for the community. We just said it could be recognizable by the community.
Yeah, no, it's not recognizable by anybody. It's only it's only meant for, you know, person that paid VIP subscription, lifetime subscription to this shit.
Man, if people are looking at Jaeger's ass, you can enjoy the view. If you want to touch Jaeger's ass, you got to pay up front.
There you go, ladies. You hear that? Jaeger's ass is up for display.
to
Absolutely. They
Dizzles
looking
because
anyway.
I don't want to I don't want to say the young lady's name, but just know we love you, Dizzle's girlfriend. We do love you here.
Oh yeah.
We do love you. I don't want to say names just in case, and I can't think of a code name to say. So we do love you.
There it is. There it is, people.
But yeah, so let's move on to another, I guess. Well, one more story before we get to the deadline. You know, unfortunately, is dealing with CM Punk and AJ Lee. We got to unfortunately give our condolences to the goodest boy Larry.
No.
You know, and that will probably explain why Punk wasn't on Raw on Monday, because apparently, you know.
Yeah, that's not even something else. But I didn't say this.
And even if you saw CM Punk's jacket at Survivor Series, it did say, you know, Larry's father on his jacket. So,
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so condolences to CM Punk and AJ Lee.
More so AJ Lee.
Now,
yeah, Phil too.
Now, moving on, this weekend we do have NXT Deadline. And per Ava's announcements, the show will kick off with Richard Starks defending his NXT championship against one Oba Femi. For the first time in NXT history, the NXT championship will kick off the show.
That's interesting, because usually anytime that shit happens, there's some shenanigans at play.
There's going to be some shenanigans.
Happen.
But yep, we got that. Announced on Tuesday. We did have two other matches announced.
Oh, hold on. All right, I'm gonna call the prediction right now. I wanted to call this prediction. Well, not on
what you got? What you got?
Yeah, here. Since Lip just pointed out the very good point that this could and probably will involve some shenanigans. We all know that Big Oba looks like he could dog walk Ricky Stark. Or Saints, excuse me.
Yes.
I'm not putting it past a pre-bell jumping, and your main event at some point will be Oba Femi and Ricky Saints.
No, I think honestly, not so much a pre-bell. I honestly think whatchamacallit is going to interfere. Trick. Because Trick is nowhere on this card. Trick is nowhere on the card.
So you think
shit?
Dick Satan is going to get some help?
Dick Satine.
So this is the problem. I don't know if it's going to be an indirect or direct.
With Dick. I'm sorry, man. There's a problem with the name Dick Satine.
Jaeger. Just let it go. 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 Just let him have it. Just let him have it. Just let it go. But Trick is not on this card at all. So I wouldn't be surprised if he may play a part in maybe Richard retaining. And then that way Oba and Trick can go at it, and that could be their graduation eventually. I don't know. But yeah, and speaking of Trick, big congratulations to Trick Williams and Last Legend on their engagement as well.
Oh yeah, big congratulations.
Absolutely.
Big congratulations.
And
yes.
And good luck to Dickie Satine, apparently. What the fuck?
Dick Satine.
Dickie Satine. Dickie Satine.
You're welcome.
We just making up names. We just going crazy.
A whole bunch of AKAs. We'll need a Richard Saints,
yeah, right?
AKA Dick Satanis, AKA Dickie Satine.
But another match that was announced. Ethan Page will be defending his North American Championship against Mr. Iguana.
That was done on Tuesday. These late
That was done on Tuesday. Another match that was announced on Tuesday. Izzy Dame is taking on Tatum Paxley, and pretty much Tatum. Okay, so pretty much what I said and the rant I went on holds true, because Izzy ain't had shit to say of why she betrayed Tatum.
Why does Izzy look like Tiffany Stratton?
Because
Or
that's
a
how she
mix
looks in the face.
between Stratton and Charlotte.
Because that's how she looks in the face.
Oh, man, it's been a minute. I don't recall her looking like
Yes.
that.
Well, you know,
And
Braun
Tatum
Breaker is,
Paxley.
you know,
I'm trying to like see what Tatum Paxley look like. Wait. Whoa, wait, what? Are you breaking news
Braun
here?
Breaker. No, it's
No.
not breaking news. Braun Breaker and Izzy Dame has been a couple for a little while.
No, it's
okay.
it's because it's the way that Scoot, the way he said it, conjured
Oh, you
ellipses
know
in my head, and then I was like, fucked up her face, man. In the best way.
And I don't know if y'all remember Javier Bernal, but you know Javier Bernal and Tatum are, I think they're engaged.
Wait.
Oh, Big Body
Javier Bernal.
He was on program a couple of times. He kept calling himself Big Body Javi, but he was one of the ones that got released a little while back. But
why did Big Body Javi ring more of a bell than
because that's what because that's what he was calling himself, Big Body Javi. But Tatum appeared on the screen and she was sitting where the Cullen usually sits, and she pretty much told Izzy, I'm gonna make you feel all the pain that I've been feeling since that betrayal. So we'll see what goes down.
Hell yeah.
And also we got our 2 Iron Survivors matches. For the women, we have Kalani Jordan, Evolve Women's Champion Kendall Gray, Lola Vice, Jordan Grace, and Sol Ruka all vying to be the women's Iron Survivor.
Wait, this is a cross promotion match for sure. Yeah.
Only the men's is cross promotion, which we'll get to in a minute.
Is Jordan not on TNA anymore?
No, Lei Ying Lee, formerly Zia Lee, is now Knockout Champion.
Wait.
She wanted a Gold Rush.
No, I heard that part, but I didn't know that Jordan Grace had swapped brands.
Oh no, Jordan Grace been with the company since Royal Rumble.
Now I remember her debuting at Rumble, but I didn't know that she had made the switch. Yeah, I just thought she was staying with Impact. Okay, my bad.
No. She's been officially WWE since Royal Rumble this year.
Good shit. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that is your 5 ladies vying for the women's Iron Survivor. And remember, the winners of the Iron Survivor matches get title shots at New Year's Evil. And for the men, we have TNA X Division champion Leon Slater, Javon Evans, Miles Bourne, Dark State's Dion Lennox, and Joe Hendry, who is now officially WWE as well.
I think for the meme, Joe Hendry takes it, man.
Also, per Tuesday, Dion Lennox didn't want to hold up the tag team championship, so he gave up the title belt, and officially Saquon Sugars is the other tag team champion with Osiris Griffin and Dark State.
That's his name. That was his name, Saquon Sugars.
Yeah, Saquon Sugars.
Get the fuck out of here.
Sounds a little.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to leave Dark State alone, okay?
Shut up,
I heard that too.
They're not leaving me alone. They're funny as fuck, bro. They're funny as fuck, my guy.
So funny enough, Cutler James stopped doing the whole innuendos. So I will say, per the way NXT ended, I feel it's going to be between Javon and Miles. Because it seems like they're on a crash course to potentially turning Miles heel. Because the way he stole the victory with Dark State Tuesday, it seems like they're kind of on a collision course of potentially turning Miles heel. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be the main event as well.
If not if we don't get like a follow-up main event with the other one.
Possibly, yeah.
All right.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
so
this match seems pretty cut and dry for me.
yeah, so that is your 5 matches for NXT Deadline that will go down Saturday night, as y'all see. So yeah. And with that being said, we are moving on to our favorite part of the show. Get it off your chest. Dizzle, Jaeger, who wants to go first of getting it off their chest for the week?
AEW, look, about this unified champion.
We're going back to it. Go right on ahead, sir.
No, I'm not gonna use my get it off your chest for that. We've already talked about that. They know how I feel. You know how I feel, TK.
A little intimate sounding there.
Yeah, it was a little intimate. Aggressively intimate. Yeah, Jaeger, it's on you, man.
Yeah, a little bit, you know.
Jaeger, you want to go ahead and go first?
Oh, I thought he was gonna hit us with a real one. All right, never mind. Let me see here. I think we should make all unified. No, I'm kidding. In all honesty, I don't think I have a whole bunch I can throw out right now. I don't think I'm mad too much other than what I've already expressed. Condolences to AJ and Phil for Pupper. That's always going to be rough. Like, it just sucks. Yeah, that's about all I got.
Diesel?
Yeah. WWE. You got one fucking shot. You doing some good shit right now. Little bit. But you got one fucking opportunity and you better not fuck it up. For a Lanite, for Jey Uso, for Cody Rhodes, or whatever the fuck you plan on doing with this WWE Championship.
Undisputed.
And for the fucking Vision. I swear for the Lord above, if you keep playing in our faces like this motherfucker ain't Austin Theory and just give it to us, I'm be fucking mad.
They saying the cheeks ain't Austin Theory though.
I swear.
They gotta be Randall Keith.
This better be somebody else.
Hey, so okay, not to interrupt you. There was a third wild card name thrown out there. Buddy Murphy.
Oh.
He was a third wild card name thrown out there. Buddy Murphy.
You know what? I'm gonna take it all back because now I want that. Now I want that.
No. Because now you're gonna put all your eggs in that basket because I'm gonna put all my eggs in that basket. Because damn, do you know what that would mean? Like,
it would make so much more sense.
You know how many more doors that can open as well for like Judgment Day, for like the whole thing with Rhea and all that, like all that.
No, we won't even worry about that because it all ties into Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
automatically.
It ties into Seth Rollins. Because remember, Buddy Murphy was doing the curb stomp. So,
damn it,
there was another wild card name thrown out, was Buddy Murphy.
All right, so WWE, you got one fucking job. I don't care what maybe this was the Andrade shit. Maybe this is what you did to work out everything, and you got Buddy Murphy because that's why he probably been gone. I don't know. He's been injured, but
yeah.
Bring old Buddy back. Bring old Buddy back, and do right by him. I'm reaching because I don't even know if this shit is even fucking true, but I want it now. So I can't believe Scoot put this in my fucking head because now I'm mad and happy and intrigued at the same time because I want this now. So if it don't happen, my get it off your chest is gonna be for Scoot next time. So, but yes,
that's fine.
man,
That's fine.
WWE. Get your shit
Hey,
together.
pretty much what Lil Dizzle is saying. Don't Jason Jordan Kurt Angle us.
Oh, motherfucker. Abso-fucking.
Please don't do that.
But I mean, outside of that, WWE, like, get your shit together across the fucking board. Like, I don't mean just with the storylines. I mean with your tickets, with your ESPN shit. Fix everything. You need to be consumer friendly again.
You know what?
Because you about to have no consumers.
You need to start selling your own WWE VPNs. Is what you need to do.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get that, but you know,
we're not. We'll never get that.
But I'm with you on it though. I'm with you on it.
I appreciate it.
Give us that shit.
I'm gonna just say, for mine, get it off your chest. Is I guess it's going back to WWE as well. Just get it together. Just get it together. Period. Like kind of like I'm echoing the same sentiments that Dizzle is saying, because there's too much talent that's not being used, and there's too much talent that's just underutilized. And here it is. You want me to believe that when you call up Obafemi or Javon Evans or Richard Saints or Fatal Influence or Jordan Grace, that y'all gonna have something for them? When y'all ain't got shit for the people y'all got there already? Come on now. Figure it out.
Yeah. You can't just give it all to Ricardo Science.
I love it. Figure it out. All right. That being said, that is TMI for the week, y'all.
Yes,
you got too much information. Everything.
Deal with it.
That being said, I'm gonna let Dizzle sign us out. So, because y'all ain't got to go home. You know the rest.
You're probably already home, but
get out of here.
Yeah. Matter of fact, just walk outside your front door and come back.
Oh yeah, do that. Go ahead and get it. Separation for a little bit. Take you out of the immersion for a second. But of course, whether you loved it, hated, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave all the questions, comments, concerns down below. Make sure that you check out everything that we drop on a weekly, daily, whatever basis. Make sure you tag that subscribe button, tag the like button, tag the notification bell. Make sure that you are up to date on any and everything that we do drop. Go ahead and check out Juggs' channel, check Leo's channel, so you can give them some viewership and all that good shit, engagement. But of course, as I go ahead and warm up for the good old Too Sweet to the Bros, and you all watching as well with a good old bada 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 bam. And of course, until you see these handsome faces and hear these immaculate voices, we bid you all adieu. And until next time, you beautiful, 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 beautiful mother effers. Tag the fucketh out.
Peace.
Dollars make a way to make a change. Gotta be insane to make them same mistakes again. So I'm switching lane to lane. Pray the curb don't scrape.